Okay, looks to be working for me again. Don't know what happened. I'm going to blame Dunster for hitting some cables or something. Sure, fuck it, you know. Think so. Hey, we're back. Yeah, sorry for not being able to fix that once we know it's the problem. Jim's not here tonight, so I have to film the game for our esteemed manager. So, yeah, that kind of takes priority over fixing it for you lot. Sorry. Well, it's back now, and hopefully it'll stay going for the second half. Okay, everything looks ready again for the second half. So yeah, Rona Daly refereeing this evening. As far as anybody here is aware, that's the first time Rovers have had a female referee. Um, if anybody knows different, please let us know. Let's go through the teams for you again. Shamrock Rovers number 1, Oscar Janssen. 19, Sean Gannon. 26, Jack Memory. 5, Donald Bronigan. 17, Graham Gartland. 13, Lorcan Shannon. 18, Chris Turner. 8, Stephen O'Donnell. Jesus. 7 is Gary McCabe, Aaron Green, and Sean Dixon. I can't remember what the substitutions were. So we're having football freestyling at half time now. Apparently with 2 footballs, so yeah, you can enjoy this for a second. Ooh, that's it. Backheel the ball to the Jippos. Bows anyway, Andy McNulty in goal, Michael Barker, Phil McKay, Paddy Seary, Neil Harney, Daniel Byrne, Lee Dixon, Dave Mulcahy, Keith Buckley, John O'Connor and Andrew Mulligan. There's a few of there's a few actually of the first team players just kind of stopped and looking at this kid at this stage. They're being all very careful not to do keep yuppies here now for a second. On the bench then, Dean for Rovers, Thomas O'Rourke, Paul Moffat, Neil Forrester, James Mullaney, Mark Keeley and Lee Stacey. And for the Bohemians, Raphael Barreto, Dave E. Byrne, Sean Stewart, Dan Mahan, Corey Davison, Keith Murray and Greg Murray. So yeah, I haven't got the highlights from Friday night sorted yet. God, the sooner Jim gets back here the better. Billy Dennehy's goal was very good indeed. So I don't know if I'm going to get the highlights of this up anytime soon either, but I did get a message from Dotsy earlier saying that he'll have the Bowes TV footage up hopefully late tonight, so we'll pass that on to you. At least I think that's Dotsy over in the gantry filming this. Yeah, get Dunster to sit further away. After the problems we've had before, we're trying to sort this out in friendly games. Yeah, this operation's been held together by duct tape again. There's just no need, really, when we can do with that to go and spend another couple of grand on something when, £2 a tape over in Woody's will do the job. Stream works even in Sweden. Brilliant. Now update on other fixtures. Well, there might be updates on other. What's the rest of the scores? Nobody has a clue in the press box. No one cares. Apparently, Leinster Senior Cup. We just don't care. Someone said Pats were 2-0 up earlier. I don't even know if there's another game on. Pats versus River Phoenix, according to our esteemed commentator. We get fairly regular updates of when the stream works and doesn't work over in Finland. So, how are you, Shane, if you're watching? Bray Longford 0-all. Oh, okay, thanks for that, Al Hoop. Yeah, this kid seems to be enjoying himself just sitting there doing his stuff, It's pretty impressive. Very cool, very cool. And a good reception there from the Rovers fans. Yeah, not a great crowd tonight. I'll try and get an official number for you. It doesn't even look 1,000 to me. But it is Monday night and it is the Leinster Senior Cup. And really, if it wasn't Rovers and Bows, there'd probably be half as many here. Yeah, I think Oscar's had a pretty good start. He has looked fairly strong. Suppose there'll be a few criticisms of his keeping so far, and a little bit of the distribution and some of it confidence, I suppose, as well. But for somebody who's just really starting the team at the start of a season, everybody's making mistakes. So I wouldn't certainly hold that against him. Certainly looks a good keeper and going from strength to strength here. So yeah, more of the same from him, please. So, teams coming out now for the second half. Well, Rovers anyway. And here's Bohemians coming out as well. So, members of the fire service just going in front of us here, escorting armfuls of burgers back to their squad over at the Bows fans. Never quite understood why we have so many of the fire brigade here on match nights. I mean, we never like that many flares. Then again, we have the radiation unit parked in the corner for half the matches as well, so I don't think either Rovers or Bows Ultras have managed to launch nuclear weapons yet. Anyway, on that happy note, back to Dunster for the second half. Talk to you full time.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. And just a quick look. I don't think there's been any substitutions. I think it's as we were. So it's going to be Bows tip off, playing into the square end this time. And we're off as the ball's played forward, but it's hit straight down to Oscar Janssen. It's Brannigan plays it forward, but only finds Daniel Byrne, who plays it into the feet of O'Connor, who goes back to Keith Buckley, but he's overhit the pass and it'll go straight to Oscar Janssen, who can just knock it out here to Graham Gartland. Gartland can bring it forward. This time goes long, looking for Sean Dixon. Dixon wins that, but his header can only go out for a Bows throw in. He was looking to knot it down to Ebb there, but is it? Excellent. So, throw goes back to Barker. Barker goes all the way back to McNulty and plays with Barker now under pressure from Sean Dixon. Forced to go long towards O'Connor. It's well won by Graham Gartland, but drops into the midfield to Dixon. Only finds Jack Memory. Memory finds Donald Brannigan. Brannigan looks for the run of Sean Dixon, and Dixon's done well, and he's got on that. And he's put it down. Oh, yes! Sean Dixon, 1-0 Rovers. Beautiful ball in by Brannigan. Dixon's first touch was excellent. The third and smashed the low one. Past McNulty off the post and into the far corner. Shamrock Rovers 1, Bohemians 0. So brilliant finish by Dixon. So a goal made and scored in the under-19s there. Great ball through by Brannigan into the feet of Dixon. His first touch was excellent, and he managed to turn away from the defender then. And his low shot avoided McNulty and went in off the far post. So we're back on here now as Gartland plays one down the line for Aaron Green to chase, and the Bows defender coming across can only put it out for a throw in. So it's going to be Jack Memory forward to take this. Puts a decent one into the box, but it's easily won. But it'll drop to the edge. It came to Gannon at the edge of the box, who just couldn't throw it. It's too high for him. But it'll only come here to Larkin Shannon, who puts one in. It's Evan looked to flick it on, but he still find. He knocked it back to O'Donnell. O'Donnell tried one for about 40 yards out. And I think Niall Forrester thought maybe he might be able to get his head on that and threw himself at it, but it goes through neatly for the Bows goal kick. So McNulty's goal kick goes straight out for the Rovers throw in, taken by Memory. Memory goes to Gartland and back to Memory. Memory back in here to Gartland, who comes across here to Donald Brannigan, who has a bit of space to bring it forward now. Has Sean Gannon out here. Gannon looks up, finds the feet of Dean Abbott, who's done well there. Comes away from two Bows players and knocks it back to Niall Forrester, who gets it here to Graham Gartland. And Gartland gets it out to Aaron Green. Aaron Green into the feet of Dixon. His first touch is poor, and Bourne's able to come in and nick that and come away. And it's a poor pass that had Harney. Sorry, it was McCabe stretching for it, but they've managed to retain possession here, Bows. And the ball into the feet of O'Connor is easily cut out by Donald Brannigan, but his ball forward will go straight out for the Bows throw in. So the throw in taken to Buckley. Buckley forced backwards to Siri. Siri all the way back to the goalkeeper. And he gets it out here to Harney. Harney under pressure from Sean Gannon. Finds McCabe and gets it back in here to Harney, who flicks one through there for Mulcahy. And that's going to be, never. He played it for Mulcahy. Gannon came in and won, though. I thought the last touch came off Mulcahy, but the linesman saw that it came off Gannon, and it's going to be a Bows throw in to be taken here by Philip McCabe. Dixon comes looking for it, but he's going to go down the line this time looking for O'Connor instead. And it's gone over the head of Brannigan, and O'Connor can get to that and looks to get one across. Oh! And he'd Oscar Janssen scrambling there, but I think he had it covered and it went wide at the far post. That's the first time maybe Bows have got in behind Rovers in a while. Giving the Bows fans something to cheer about, but it's only a goal kick in the end, which Oscar Janssen will take. So Janssen's goal kick down towards Ebb, who wins it, but it's Barker who gets in and wins that, but it drops in midfield to O'Donnell, who knocks it forward. But it's cleared down here for Mulligan, but Sean Gannon does well to get his body in front of him and just get it out for, and Brannigan here cuts inside O'Connor and finds Gartland, who plays into the he's played into the feet at Aaron Green, but he was out as he got it. And Dixon plays one over the it nearly worked out there for Dixon, but Harney did well as Larkin Shannon can nick in and win that, and McCabe can tidy it up and find Sean Gannon. Gannon's ball. Keith Buckley clattered into the back of Gannon there as the ball was going out of play. So it's a Rovers throw in. Sorry, Rovers free kick. Which, Gannon takes short to O'Donnell. Needs moving in front of him. Looks to play it into Ebba, but the clearance only finds Stevie O'Donnell, and it's Larkin Shannon now. He's going to come inside, has inside him, but he goes for Dixon instead. Dixon turns away from the two defenders and gets it back here to Sean Gannon, and a good ball through there to Stevie O'Donnell, and Stevie O'Donnell managed to nuts Daniel Bourne, but falls over, but the clearance will only come here to Jack Memory, and Jack Memory plays into the field. Dean Ebb, and Ebb gets it out here to Aaron Green. It's a good play by Rovers. Aaron Green with a chance maybe to put one in. He's got Barker for company and also Dixon, but as he looked to come inside, but he loses out, and it's Keith Buckley who can play the ball up to Dixon, who gets it back to Barker. Barker's forced back by and this pass will only find Niall Forrester and forces Mulcahy to put the tackle in, and can only put it out for a Rovers throw taken by Jack Memory, flicked on by O'Donnell for Niall Forrester, forced all the way back here to Memory. Memory plays one over the top for Sean Dixon. It's a good ball. His touch isn't great, but he can go and recover it, and he can get it back here to Stevie O'Donnell, and he could just knock it to me. Ooh, and he left it short, and Dixon was able to get in and win that. And Stevie O'Donnell has fouled Dixon, and that's going to be a Bows throw in. Sorry, Bows free. It was a poor pass by Stephen O'Donnell. He left Memory high and dry there, and it was a good tackle by Dixon to get possession, and then O'Donnell looking to rectify his error, committed a foul, and it's going to be a Bows free kick here. Ball played forward, won easily by Jack Memory, and finds Aaron Green. Goes back to Stevie O'Donnell, who goes back to Gartland, whose ball forward is poor. It's won easily by Bourne, and it comes here to Dixon, who is under pressure from Niall Forrester, and it's a Bows throw on the far side Buckley was looking to take it quickly, but he's going to leave it for Barker. Chance for maybe Bowes to get one into the box. But it doesn't look like he's winding up for it. He goes short to... Went short for Buckley instead. Of Buckley couldn't control it, and Jack Memory was able to get himself between Buckley and the ball and shield it out for a Rovers goal kick, which Oscar Janssen will take. Goes short to Memory. It's won by Ebbett. Oh, just over the head of Dixon. It was a good ball, but Harney gets it back to his keeper, who can just knock it out here again to Siri. Or to Harney. Harney looks to go long. And Brannigan can't quite get there, but it'll go back to Janssen in any case. And it looks like Bowes are going to be making a substitution here. It's number 16, Dan Mahan, coming on. But ball's still in play for the moment as Janssen plays it forward. It's cleared by Siri, but Niall Forrester midfield wins that and knocks it to O'Donnell. O'Donnell's forced to head it, but it goes out towards Aaron Green. But it was Lee Dixon who was able to get a touch on it and knock it back to Barker. Well won by Gartland. A little flick on there by Keith Buckley, who managed to keep it in and get it in here to Byrne. First touch is poor, but he gets it to Dixon, Buckley, who knocks it to Harney, and a good ball by Harney for the run of Mulcahy. And Oscar Janssen takes no chances and just puts it out for a Bowes throw in. And we are going to have that substitution here. It's Daniel Byrne who's going to come off, and it's Dan Mann that's going to come on. So we're back on here with Neil Harney looking to get one into the box to the substitute. It pops off him and Stevie O'Donnell knocks it back to Janssen. The ball bobbles, but he does well to get a good clearance on it down towards the halfway line. The header by McCabe finds Buckley, and a great tackle by Noel Forrester finds Aaron Green. Aaron Green, oh, great touch by Dixon. Back to Forrester, and that was a from behind by Mulcahy and into the debit. That was a poor tackle by Dave Mulcahy on Forrester. He went right through the back of him, but Forrester jumping with him there. But the ball had dropped, and that's a poor pass by Mulligan, who's put Ebbett through here, but he's kind of got forced wide. Can come back to Sean Gannon, who's done well under pressure from Mulligan. Finds Stevie O'Donnell, who gets it across here to Dean Ebb, and it's Sean Gannon. And he's done well here, Sean. He's managed to hold on to the possession, and he's around McCabe, but McCabe's done well to recover, and he can get it back here to Stevie O'Donnell. Stevie O'Donnell into the feet of Dixon. Dixon's first touch is poor, and Buckley can nick in and win that. And finds Lee Dixon, who looks for an angle ball to John O'Connor, but it was poorly hit, and it goes out for a Rovers throw in over on the far side. But good work there by Sean Gannon. It was just when the ball came back to O'Donnell there, he played it into the feet of Dixon, whose first touch was poor, and allowed Buckley to nick in and win that. But drops the midfield to Dixon again, who's strong and holds it up, gets it back to Memory. Memory gets it to Aaron Green. Aaron Green forced back inside. And the tackle comes in from Lee Dixon. I'm sorry, it wasn't. It was Buckley that made the challenge there, but it's a Rovers throw on the halfway line. Memory finds Neil Forrester and back to him. But good idea there by Dixon. Looked to flick it on for Dean Ebb, but a chance now for Bowes to break. It's a substitute man who's through here, and he's hit one. Oh, and he had Oscar Janssen scrambling there. I don't think Janssen got a touch. Mahan thought there was a touch off the keeper saved it, but it was a good ball through, and as the ball popped up perfectly for Matt, he hit it on his left foot and just wide of Oscar Janssen's far post. So a bit of a wake-up call there for Rovers. It's a very young Bowes team, can hit them on the break. So Janssen's goal kick goes straight to Lee Dixon, and Dixon's away, but a good tackle by Jack Memory. Puts it out for a Bowes throw in. It's Barker forward to take it. Needs an option. And he plays for the run of Mackay, but Memory does well. I'm not sure what happened there. Was it a high foot or is it? It was given as a high foot by Dean Ebb. So it's going to be free into Bowes, about halfway inside the Rovers half. And they managed to steal a few yards on it there. And referee forced them back. So a chance now for Bowes maybe get the ball into the box. I think it's going to be Lee, but I can see it's Lee Dixon across to take that. Decent ball in by Dixon and a great header by Jack Memory. But there's a 50-50 pass. Dixon was caught there, but Larkin Shannon's away here now. Oh, but his touch is poor and he just runs it out of play. And Bowes looking to get back on with this quickly, but the throw by McCabe goes into Siri, who gets it across to Harney, who's forced all the way back here to sorry, it was Barker, but it's Harney here now, who's past support, and it goes out for a Rovers throw in. Sean Gannon forward to take that into the feet. Dean Ebb pops up on him, but it'll drop here to Larkin Shannon, who can have a run here. And he looks to get it inside. Oh, and that was an important touch there by Siri, because it looked as if it was going to run through to Ebba, but Bowes can come forward now. But a great tackle by Stephen O'Donnell. It goes out for it. Bowes throw in. It's taken quickly. Ah, no. It was Brannigan, I think, just went into the back of Dan Mann, and it's going to be once again a Bowes free kick in a dangerous area here. Longford are 1-0 up in Bray, I do believe. So it's once again, it's going to be Dixon to take this with his right foot. Referee make sure Larkin Shannon's back to full 10 yards. And a good opportunity for it's a good ball in, but it's low. It's flicked on, and that's the equaliser. I think it was Siri with the equaliser. And they go over to the Bowes, and so it's Shamrock Rovers 1, Bowes 1. So it was Paddy Siri, I think, with the goal. So it's kind of very similar to the 2 goals Rovers have conceded in the league from set pieces that seem to make their way to the far post. So Rovers had that little wake-up call earlier when Matton had that chance. And Brave now equalised as Stephen O'Donnell starts us back and gets it back to Jack Memory. Memory to Gartland. Gartland under pressure from 2 Bowes players, should I say. It comes off John O'Connor, and now for a Rovers throw in on the halfway line there. So the throw in finds Sean Dixon, who turns well, finds Dean Ebb, who plays it on for, and that's a free. Stephen O'Donnell judged to a foul. McCahey there. So it's going to be a free out here to be taken by McNulty. Long clearance, well won by Gartland. Finds Aaron Green. The ball back to Memory. He's done well, Memory, under pressure from Lee Dixon, and gets across here to Niall Forrester. Under pressure again, gets it to Sean Gannon, who's done well to come inside and plays the ball down for Forrester. And it's nearly has to done with that, but Neil Forrester's done really, really well, and it's only a Bowes throw in there. It was good work by Forrester putting Harney under pressure. And it's a Bowes throw in right down at the corner flag here in front of the West Stand. So played forward, it's flicked on to O'Connor here. O'Connor under pressure, does well, but it comes to Gartland, who finds Stevie O'Donnell. And Dixon, or Aaron Green had more time there, or Dixon had more time than he thought, but Bowes can break here now with Mulcahy. Puts the ball over the top, but it'll go straight to Oscar Janssen. So that goal seems to have given Bowes a little bit of a lift. You can see there's a bit more in their step as Siri goes up and wins that. It's a foul by O'Connor on Gartland as they went for the ball. So free to Rovers, taken by O'Donnell into the feet of Dixon. And sorry, it was into Green. Dixon thought he'd been fouled there, but Brannigan does well, and O'Donnell knocks it back to Gartland. Gartland looks for Aaron Green, and Aaron Green's first touch is great, and he's come inside and looks to find Larkin Shannon. Larkin plays it into the feet here of Aaron Green, who's done well, but he's just crowded out by 4 Bows players who play it forward to Mahon, and they have a bit of space on the far side if he can get it across to Dixon. Dixon faced now by Memory, and he's done well, Dixon, and the referee saw that as a foul. So another set piece. So a couple of Bows players carrying knocks. I think it's Andrew Mulligan who's down in front of us here. I don't know whether it's just a touch cramp or what is it. Keith Buckley seems to be trying to walk something off as well. So it looks like we are going to have a Bow substitution here, but not before this. I think the free kick's going to be taken first. So another decent ball in, cleared by Stevie, but comes back out to Dixon, and he's done well. And a good ball in. Oh, great header by Jack Memory, but it'll only come out here to Buckley. But his pass is poor, and it'll find so it was a decent idea by Dixon, just the execution was poor. And we are going to have a substitution. So Mulligan goes off injured, and Sean Stewart comes on. Stewart with the ball down the line, looking for Dean Abbott. And it forces Barker to clear that for a throw-in. So a chance maybe for Memory to put a high one in, because Graham Gartland's gone forward here. They've left 2 on 2 at the back. So it is going to be Jack Memory to go along with this one. And Mahan forced to push back into where Stevie O'Donnell is. So a good ball in. But it drops to the edge of the box, but it only drops to a Bows player. And, cleverly played up here to O'Connor, whose touch is poor. He's forced backwards, but down the line towards Stewart, the sub. Oh, well done, Brannigan. That was nipping in behind for the substitute, Mahan, but it's going to be a corner to Bows, which Lee Dixon is across to take. That's a good ball in. Oh, well cleared by Dean Amber, but it'll come to Buckley at the edge of the box with a chance to dink one back in. And he's done well there. Oh. So it was the ball dinked out. Janssen came to collect that, but it was Stewart got there first, but it was able to knocked over the bar there by Gartland, and another corner in. Bows win that header, but it was just to be fouling at the back post, and it'll be a free out to Rovers. So good little spell there by Bows. Since they've got the goal, they've got a bit more of a spring in their step. Bray are now 2-1 up against Longford as Oscar Janssen takes this free kick. Harney wins that easy enough against Ebbett, and Mahan comes and wins that. And that's going to be, I think, that was a foul by Mahan there on O'Donnell. And O'Donnell wastes the free kick. It was actually Gartland hit that, but he overhit it and went straight to it. So, ball headed forward to Ebba, whose touch is poor. Forrester can clean that up, get it back to Gannon, who's under pressure. It comes off Sean Stewart. And now for overs, a throw in. O'Donnell's back in his feet, but rubbing his head. So, Gannon here with the throw in. Goes long towards Dean Ebbett. Ebbett under pressure. It's one. But it's O'Connor who can come away here now and find Lee Dixon in midfield. Good play by Larkin. Shannon to go and win that. And Larkin's away. And he's away from Buckley. And a good ball in. Oh, but it's cleared well by Nearly. But Stevie O'Donnell can nip in and win that. And he's judged to have fouled Dixon there. But it was really good work there by Larkin Shannon. But the ball in could only find Neil Harney, who was able to clear. And as the ball broke to the edge of the box to Dixon, he was fouled by Stephen O'Donnell. And I'm going to be a free out here to balls. So it's going to be McNulty with the free out. Well won by Gartland. And Dean Ebbe gets a head onto that as well and has come away. And he's going to have he's forced back to Sean Gannon. Sean Gannon puts Brannigan under a little bit of pressure, but the ball in here to Dixon, whose first touch is great. And he knocks it back to... Oh, and if... The ball nearly found its way in there to Stephen O'Donnell, but it's only a Rovers throw in here, which Sean Gannon will come to take. Series number 4. So yeah, it's Gannon to Sean Dixon. Dixon back to Gannon. Looks to play it in, but it's broken down here. And Brannigan's done well to win that. And he's a great tackle. Good work by Aaron Green. No! And Aaron Green was judged to have fouled Keith Buckley. So it's played forward to Stuart. Stuart knocks one along looking for a man. And Janssen gets it out here to Jack Memory. Memory goes long looking for Dean Ebb. It's well won by Seardy, but Ebb's touch is good and he's able to come away with that and find Neil Forrester. Forrester under pressure. Oh, it's a great ball out here to Aaron Green. So Aaron Green with a chance to run at he's done well. Oh, and great work by Aaron Green. He played it back in and it was the goal scorer Seardy who was able to get a foot in and knocked it out for a Rovers corner. So once again a chance now for a Rovers to put a good delivery in. It's going to be Stephen O'Donnell across to take it. And takes it short here to Aaron Green. And that's a poor ball by Green. Puts O'Donnell under pressure, but he's able to win it. Plays it into Brannigan, and Brannigan was always... Ball hopped up on him there, and as he hit it, and it was always gone over the bar. The ball should have gone into the box earlier. And it's only going to go out. It's a ball's goal kick. And I think, don't know whether Keith Buckley's going to continue here. He looks. So, Bow's going to force them to make their third substitution here. It's Keith Buckley coming off, and it's going to be Davy Bourne coming on. Sorry, it's Raphael Barreto coming on. So it's McNulty. His goal kick is poor. And Larkin Shannon is able to let that go out under pressure from Lee Dixon. So good ball into the feet of Dixon, but he kind of hops between his legs, and there's a chance for Bowes to break now. And it's Stephen O'Donnell who's come away with this. And he plays the ball through for Dean Ebba. Ebba comes back inside. He probably should have shot. But that was a great ball and a chance for Bowes Rovers still to break here. And a good ball into O'Donnell. And O'Donnell's won that and found Larkin Shannon. Larkin is forced back out. And he tried that shot, but it was never really on. And the ball's broken nicely to O'Connor. But a great foot in by Niall Forrester. And just knock it here to memory. The ball hops up on him. He's forced to go long. The ball popped up on him. It's like you're watching. Oh, that's all Gartner could really do there. So it's a throw in the Bowes on the far side. This is basically, other than maybe Gartland and O'Donnell, it's two very young teams out there. As Larkin Shannon puts a foot in, but can only put it out for a throw in, which Michael Barker will be across the take. It's actually going to be Neil Harney who's going to come along and take this. Pat's now 3-0 up, I believe. As Harney's going to take this long throw in. So Rovers need to be awake to this. And it goes straight into the arms of Oscar Janssen, who can... Ebba was away there. So Janssen rolls it off. And it goes on Dixon's head, and a bit of indecision there, but O'Donnell can nod it out to Larkin Shannon. Larkin Shannon is two players now, puts a good ball in towards the back post, and it's flicked back in by Aaron Green. The keeper comes and loses it. Stephen O'Donnell! Oh! And a good chance. The ball broke to Stephen O'Donnell, where maybe he could have hit it. He looked to control it, but Brannigan does well and finds Sean Gannon. Shannon gets it across to Dean Memory. Memory comes inside now and has Neil Forrester here. Forrester, he looks to play one over the top, but it's easily read by Harney, and it's now with the Mulcahy, who's done well to get it back to Siri, and Siri forced to just pump it long. But it's well done by Gartland to find Memory, who's under pressure. Gets it across here to Dixon. Dixon knocks it back to Brannigan. Brannigan now under a little bit of pressure, goes long. And Dixon was fouled as he looked to control that there. And it's going to be a free in to Rovers. So, chance now for Rovers to put a decent delivery into the box. So it's going to be Stevie O'Donnell to hit this, and he's got. No, it was never. They don't know how to go, but it was never going to come down from that position. So it goes out for a Bowes goal kick. So it's McNulty here with the goal kick. It's flicked on in midfield, but well won. It's knocked back to Janssen, who can take a touch. Yeah, cleared long by Janssen towards Dixon, but it is. It's Stotts. Yeah, he's there. So Forrester forces Dixon backwards. Or Gannon, but he's done well. The ball kind of pops up, and Dixon can get in behind, but McNulty's able to come and smother it down. So it's Siri here now, playing it out to McCabe. Oh, but he's doing well, but Sean Gannon's got that down the line to Aaron Green, and Aaron Green can have a run here. And he's fouled by Neil Harney, and that has to be a card. And a little push by McCabe on Green there, but so it's going to be McCabe with another chance to put a delivery in here. So Arnie getting a stern talking to from the referee, and it's going to be, as I said, Stevie O'Donnell to take this. So it's out. Just waiting on the referees. So Larkin forced back, and he's just done well to find Jack Memory. So Jack could do well to go long here. Still a couple of big, and it's coming here too. The ball came through to Aaron Green, but the Bows defender just did enough to put him off, and he's slow getting up here. Bows with the extra man here now. Stephen O'Donnell putting in a bit of a shift to make up the extra man. Sean Gannon wins that, and it'll drop to Jack Memory in midfield. He's done well to find Forrester here, who gets one across to Larkin Shannon. Beautiful ball. Larkin, he looked to control on his chest, but it was slightly overhit by Forrester. It was a good idea. But well done by Jack Memory just to find Brannigan. Plays a ball down, but McNulty is going to be able to come and collect that ahead of Sean Dixon. So it's going to be McNulty with the kick out towards the substitute man, but Brannigan gets underneath it, and it's flicked on there by Stewart. Down into the corner. It's recovered by John O'Connor. But his ball back to Stewart comes off Gannon, and it's going to be McCabe to take the throw in here. Looks like he's going to go long with this one. So, bit of a kerfuffle there on the far side, but Sean Gannon's ball forward finds Dixon, and it's Stevie O'Donnell. And Stevie O'Donnell is fouled by Mulcahy, and that's a poor tackle by Mulcahy. He's made 2 or 3 already tonight, and that's a yellow card for Dave Mulcahy. Made a tackle on Sean Dixon earlier that probably should have had a yellow card. 4-0 now to Pats, apparently. Pats, Forrester. Strike. Oof. Decent try by Forrester, but McNulty saw it coming all the way. Was able to get down to it. And the chance now for it's going to be a yellow card for Neil Forrester. So it's going to be a freak. Another chance for Bowes to put a delivery into the box. It's going to be Lee Dixon to take this. Rovers need to be awake. Dixon getting some instructions of where to put this. And that's a decent ball, but the head is poor. It'll come to Mulcahy, who has to scramble back to get this. But he looks to get one in once again. It's Jack Memory's head. And the ball dropped to Harney at the edge of the box. It was dropping to him on the volley, but he was never going to be able to keep that down. And it flies over the bar and for the Rovers goal kick. So it's Jansen with the goal kick. Green loses in the air, but Steve O'Donnell wins that. Dean Ebb knocks it. Oh, he looks to knock it on for Dixon, but it's cleared, and a chance for Bowes to break now. As Dixon turns away, but his pass is poor, and will only find Aaron Green. And Aaron Green looks at the run at Dixon. And well done, McNulty, just to control that on his chest. Very confident piece of goalkeeping, and put the ball down the line. It's Sean Gannon into the feet of Dean Ebb. Oh, He looked to play it on for Dixon there, but the Bows player was just able to get a touch in it. And they can break now. Oh, gone. So that's a bad tackle there by Forrester. And I think Forrester's gone. That's going to be a second yellow card. And Rovers down to 10 men. It was a silly challenge by Forrester. So Rovers going to be down to 10 men now. So it's going to leave. I think he's going to come off. So Rovers need a little bit of restructuring here. It's unfortunate for Neil Forrester. So that's going to put the things in. Yeah. So Rovers down to 10 men, but so a chance now for Bows to. But good save by Janssen. It was Barreto who was able to get his shot away from about 25 yards out, but it was fairly central, and Janssen was able to get down and smother it. And his clearance now down towards Ebba. Ebba wins it, but comes off his head, and it'll just drop here to Stewart. Can play it forward here to Mulcahy. Well, his pass is poured, and Stevie O'Donnell can win that. And that's a yellow card! That's a yellow card! Another foul by Mulcahy, already on a yellow card, but it would seem very deliberate to me because O'Donnell was away from him. But so it's gonna be Paul Moffat coming on here. So I reckon it's gonna be one of the centre forwards come off. Sean Dixon, I think, is gonna come off. So it's centre forward coming off and a midfielder, Paul Moffat, coming on. So, but the game's going to restart with a Rovers free kick anyway. And it's going to be Gartland to take this towards Green, the back post. Green wins it, but can't get the direction on it, and it'll only go out for a Bows goal kick. So last year. So it's McNulty here with the goal kick. And that drops into the feet of O'Connor. But Moffat adjusts to a foul, and it was a good turn by O'Connor. His first touch was excellent. So it's going to be a Bows free kick just inside the Rovers half. Once again, it's Dixon who's going to take this. And he's bought himself about 20 yards there, but it looks of things. About 3 minutes to go here. As Dixon is going to play a ball in. It's towards the back post. It's won by a Bows player, but it can only go out away from goal. And Mulcahy gets there ahead of Gartland, but Gartland's gets a touch and it comes off Mulcahy and out for a Rovers throw in. Jack Memory. But that's what they did. That was the free kick there a minute ago. As Ebb's header finds Larkin Shannon, and Larkin with a chance to get forward now into the feet of Ebb. And calls for a handball by the Rovers players there, but the header falls to Paul Moffat. Moffat goes back to Jack Memory, who goes all the way back to Janssen. Janssen's going to be put under pressure here, but his clearance is good. But Larkin Shannon judged to a foul there, Philip McCabe there, or Barker should I say. So chance once again for Bows to put men forward and get a ball into the box, but they take it short instead and go back here to Harney. Harney steps inside out and plays a ball over the top. It's well read by Brannigan, who gets it forward here to Aaron Green. Aaron Green looks to knock it forward, but it's aimless, and it'll only come to Siri, who looks to play the angle ball. And a handball! And it popped up to to Mahan, who appeared to control it with his hand, and he turned and hit it with his right. So, but it only results in a Rovers goal kick. So, ball forward. It's a chance for Dean Ebb to put Barker under pressure, but Barker's done well. And Gartland's header finds Paul Moffat. Moffat plays a poor ball to Dixon, but he's out to Gannon. But Gannon finds Larkin Shannon. And a good foot in there by McCabe. And Bowes can break here now with Barretto. And the ball to Mahan was in an offside position. So Janssen with the free kick. That's a free header for the Bowes player. Gartland goes up and wins that and finds O'Donnell in midfield. Comes back here to Sean Gannon. Sean Gannon steps forward. Oh, and a full-blooded challenge there between Ebba and... But it's found its way out here to Shannon. And it's going to be 4 minutes of time added on. Moffat goes back to Brannigan. Brannigan has to go back to Janssen. O'Connor going to gamble and put him under pressure. But Janssen's clearance is poor, but it drops into midfield, and it's Mulcahy now. Looks to get one across to Barker on the far side, who's got a bit of space and looks to dink one forward towards Mahan. He's beaten in the air and cleared, but once again, Gartland gets there ahead of the ball player, and Ebb gets a header, finds Larkin Shannon. Shannon finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell finds Larkin here. And he looked to tread the ball through to O'Donnell, but it was well read by Harney. Once again, Mahan is in an offside position as the ball's played forward, so it'll be a free out to Rovers, which Janssen will take. His his defenders have all pushed on, so it looks like this one is going to go long this time. Ebb is kind of isolated up there in the zone. You need someone in and around him, one of the midfielders, looking for the knockdown. And it's found Evatt, and it comes back here now to Moffat. Moffat switches play here to Sean Gannon. Gannon finds Larkin. Larkin with a chance now to get a ball in. It's low, but it only comes to Barretto. And it's cleared long then by Siri. But Brannigan wins that and only finds Barretto. He can get one across, but the ball pops up on memory. But his first touch is good. But he loses out. Don't stop. Yeah. That was stupid. It was a late tackle by memory on Philip McCabe. He couldn't remember what to do. So it's going to be a free out to Bowes, right on the edge of their own box here. It was a pity that he gave the foul away that time, because he's the pass by the Bowes player had gone straight to a Rovers player, and Rovers were looking to get on the break, but the foul was called as McNulty plays one along. It's it's Brannigan who finds Aaron Green. Has to go back to Jack Memory. Memory, no options, forced to go long forever, but he's overhit it. A good call by McNulty to his centre half, allows that to push, go right through to him. But he goes short here now to Harney. Harney looks for the run of Sean Stewart. Sean Gannon does well, but it only finds John O'Connor. O'Connor turns away, pushes into midfield and gets one across to Dixon on the far side. So good work by Dixon. He's got inside Memory and got one across. And it's well cleared, but it comes at the edge of the box to Barretto. Into the feet of McCabe, but a great tackle. But a chance for Rovers to break now with Stevie O'Donnell. Finds Aaron Green. Switches across here to Larkin Shannon. Larkin touches toward, but his pace is able to... Oh no, it's come up off him as well. Goal kick. Yes. And the last touch came off Larkin Shannon. It was a really good tackle by Philip McCabe. But I reckon that's... So, Rovers down to 10 men, and it's going to be a long half an hour, but But it's for. Yeah, but yeah. So, McNulty's, it's flicked on there. And there's a chance now for Stewart to get away. He's got Lee Dixon at the back post. Oh, great header by Gartland, but it comes to. Oh, and a really good effort there by Dave Mulcahy. The ball broke to him on the edge of the box. He controlled it and hit on the volley, and it just dipped over Oscar Jansson's crossbar. Would have been a dramatic winner there if that had been on target, but Rovers lit the fight another day there on that one. But so that's 90 minutes up, 1-1 here. Rovers down to 10 men. They're sent off. Sorry, we've no Albert for the moment. He's gone to get some tape for the camera. So you're just gonna have me now, I think, for the next couple of minutes anyway. Albert's back. Good time. I'm just going to get coffee as well. What a man! What a man! He's back. So we're just gonna tip off here for the first period of extra time. It's gonna be Rovers to tip it off, paying into the square end. Both teams made all their substitutions. Rovers down to 10 men. Sub Niall Forrester being sent off as Stephen O'Donnell knocks the ball back here to Jack Memory. Memory plays it at the feet, but it just pops up and comes here to Dixon. Barretto loses out. Paul Moffat gets a foot in, and it's out for the Bows. Throw in right on the halfway line here. Where's he taking that from? So it's Barker with the throw in. Oh, great little touch to find Dixon, but Dixon loses out, and if Aaron Green can go back here to Jack Memory. So Rovers just playing with Dean Ebb up front on his own as Siri gets ahead on that and drops into the midfield. It's well cleared by Donald Brannigan, but only out for a Bows throw in. So back on here now with Siri. Siri plays a long ball looking for Dixon, but it's well cut out by Memory. Aaron Green into Moffat. It pops up on him, but he's done well to come away and find Stephen O'Donnell. O'Donnell gets it across to Sean Gannon. Gannon finds Larkin Shannon. Shannon has to go back to and a ball down the line for Dean Ebb to chase. And Dean Ebb's in here now. And if he can get it in, he was looking to play it into Aaron Green, who was running onto it, but it came up off a Bows defender and over the keepers, over the bar for a corner to Rovers. And it's going to be Larkin Shannon to take this from the far side there. So first chance for Rovers to get a delivery into the box. Now it's actually going to be Aaron Green who's going to go across and take it. Larkin Shannon leaves it. So Gartland has gone forward for this, but it's played in behind, and it's a poor corner. It'll come to Stevie O'Donnell. Steve O'Donnell looks to play it back into the box on the volley, but it's Gartland here now with a heavy touch. Has put Memory under pressure, but Memory's done well. But the ball will break here to Stewart, and a chance for Bows to break with Dixon down this side here. Controls it well on his chest, faced by Memory. Knocks it back in here to Barker. Faced by Stevie O'Donnell, goes back into Mulcahy, who's has to go back here now to Siri. Siri goes across to Harney on the far side. Chance for Harney to bring the ball forward. Just with one man up front there, they've a bit more time back there. He comes back in here to Siri, and Siri can come forward here now, but goes short to Barker instead. Barker with a bit of space looks to find the feet of O'Connor, but O'Connor was fouling Gartland as they tussled for that ball. And it will go out for, it's going to be a Rovers free out. Signalled by the linesman there. So it's Oscar Janssen now with the free kick. Down towards Dean Ebb, jumping with Siri. It goes over Ebb's head and comes off Heary's shoulder now for a Rovers throw in, which Jack Memory. O'Donnell wanted him to go short, but he didn't think it was the wisest of options. Looks to find Aaron Green. Its touch is poor, but he's done well to win that back, but a foot in by Dixon. But tackle by Barretto, which the Rovers players thought was a foul. Referee thought it was fair. And the ball hops over Larkin Shannon's head and into midfield, but Shannon can come away with it now and just knock it back here to Jack Memory. Jack Memory over hits it. So back on here with McNulty taking the quick free kick to McCabe on the far side who goes long, but that'll come straight through to Oscar Janssen. So, game gone a little bit stale. Obviously, two very tired teams out there. As the Bows player's header drops into Lorcan Shannon. Shannon looks to get one out to Aaron Green, but he's played it in behind him. Dixon does well, and just to knock it back here to Barker. Barker goes long. Well won by Graham Gartland, but it comes in here to Memory, who's pass looking for Ebba is poor, but Siri can only knock the ball out for a Rovers throw in, which Jack Memory will take. And it's Aaron Green into Paul Moffat. Moffat to Sean Dixon. Dixon out here to Lorcan Shannon. Has Moffat inside him if he needs him. Moffat goes back to Gartland. It's a poor ball because it was under pressure, but Lorcan does well to get the ball here to Moffat. And it's Sean Dixon. Sorry, Sean Gannon out. Finds the feed at Dean Eva. Good work by Gannon. Eva's turn is good. Finds Aaron Green. Oh, and who looks to lay it off though, but a good foot in, and Mulcahy is able to get onto this now. The ball comes out here to Dixon, who gets it out to Barker. Barker is looking to get it back into Barretto, but it's cut out well. And good work. And Aaron Green plays the ball inside, and Memory can chase that on. But it's Siri's going to be there first, and Siri clears it out for a Rovers throw in halfway inside the Bows half. That's much better by Rovers. So Memory goes back to Stevie O'Donnell. The ball kind of pops up on him, but there's not much really in front of him. He goes short to Moffat, and it's O'Donnell here again, looking for Dean out. That's a decent ball, but it's over his head and it's cleared easily. And it'll drop to Barretto in midfield to go short to Siri. Siri looking for the run of his centre forwards. It comes off Stevie O'Donnell and drops to Memory. And that's a good ball by Dean Ebb for Aaron Green if he can keep it in. But the Bows player is able to come across and put it out for a throw in. And Aaron Green, the ex-Bows player, getting a bit of stick off the Bows fans down that end. So it's going to be Memory with the throw in here. So it's going to be a long throw in. It's won by Ebbett. Oh, and it dropped to, I think it was, I can't even see who that was. It was Aaron Green, was it? Sorry, I have to wait until I see the number. I think it was Aaron Green that dropped at that time now. It was Donald Brannigan actually. Or Paul Moffat, unfortunately. But he just couldn't get it on target. So it comes across here now to Siri. Siri forced back by to his keeper, McNulty, who'll take a touch and get it out to Barker on the far side. Oh, sorry, McCabe on the far side. McCabe goes long looking for the run, but there was a offside on the far side there. Lines on the flag is up. And it's going to be a Rovers free out. And I think Oscar Jansson's going to go across to take that. So Janssen here with the free kick. Down towards Dean Ebb. He wins the header, but it's cleared. Stephen O'Donnell knocks it on again. A good touch by Barretto, just control it and knock it out here to Dixon. And he's got inside Jack Memory, but his touch is poor. And O'Donnell's able to find Memory here, who knocks it into Aaron Green. Aaron Green rolls it by his shoulder. That's a great turn. And that's a foul by Siri. And it's going to be a free kick in here to Rovers. It was a clever free kick by Siri because Green was away there. And he's kind of giving away a free kick in a not so dangerous area. It's probably about 35 yards there from goal as Lorcan Shannon goes down on the far side with a touch cramp. So a lot of tired legs out there. And it's actually Larkin Shannon getting a bit of treatment from Sean Stewart. And he's back on his feet now. So it's going to be Stephen O'Donnell with this free kick. It's a decent ball in, but it's easily cleared. And it's Mahan under pressure from O'Donnell. O'Donnell's won it. O'Donnell's just to have fouled Mahan there, and it's going to be a free out the balls. Halfway inside their own half. So it's Siri takes it quickly to Harney. Across now to McCabe. Plays one long, but it's well read by Donald Brannigan. And Ebba can just nod it back here to Sean Gannon. Sean Gannon needs some movement in front of him. Finds Ebba. Ebba gets a little touch off the palm off. Well done. And Shannon knocks it back to Sean Gannon. Put his ball down the line. Goes out of play for a Bowes throw in. Starting to get hoarse here now. So the throw in goes back to the keeper, McNulty, who takes a touch. He has Siri there if he needs him, and that's the opposite he takes. Siri goes back across to Harney. Good work by Dean Ebb. He's up there in his own, and he's doing well to close this down as the ball goes down the line here. And Stewart makes the run down into the corner. A good tackle by Sean Gannon, but Stewart's done well, and he's got inside Gannon. But Gannon done well just to get back up and get goal side of him. And the ball comes back out here to Dixon. Dixon to Mulcahy. Mulcahy can play it short here to Barretto. Barretto turns back and then turns back in towards goal. Faced by Stephen O'Donnell. Comes out to Barker. Barker plays one in. It's flicked on by Mulcahy, but drops Sean Gannon. There was called for a handball there. Gannon goes long looking for Dean Ebb, but it's well run by Siri, who can knock it across here to Barker. Barker takes touch and goes back to Siri. Siri all the way back to McNulty. And he gets it out now to Harney, who can come away. They look tired themselves, Bowes, and it's a third ball that only finds Jack Memory, and who finds Stephen O'Donnell. O'Donnell goes back to Garland. Garland back to Oscar Janssen. Janssen takes a touch, and he's been closed down here. And it was, Jesus, O'Connor nearly got on the end of that. As the ball's played forward, it comes to Dean Ebb, and it breaks into midfield to Dixon, who just knocks it back here to Harney, or to Siri, should I say. Siri bringing the ball forward. The ball came into the feet of O'Connor, and he was just to be fouled by Gartland. So a chance for Bowes once again to get the ball into the box. About 30 yards out from goal. Lee Dixon across to take it. So Roberts need to be awake on this one. He hits it low. It's blocked down by Aaron Green, but cleared well. But it only come back out here to Lee Dixon, who puts a high up and under back in. A good header by Jack Memory at the back post to get that clear. So Roberts needs to get the shape back together here now. As it goes out for a throw on the far side. It's going to be a long one to come in. Gannon gets ahead in it, and Stephen O'Donnell adds onto it, as does Larkin Shannon. But it's just going to come back out here to Michael Barker, who plays an angle ball in. It's over the head of Mulcahy, and Sean Gannon does really, really well to find Larkin Shannon. Larkin goes long looking for Dean Ebba, but it's over his head, and Siri can just clean it up and find Harney, who goes back to Siri here. Siri's ball forward is poor, and Sean Gannon finds Larkin. Larkin back to Sean. He goes long this time looking for Dean Ebb, but it drops nicely to Harney, and Harney's first touch is great and finds Siri. So like the ball out of the back from Rovers has to be better. They're just giving the ball back to Bowes every time. Stephen O'Donnell puts Barker under pressure. Barker has to go back to his keeper. So Bowes seem quite content just to play it round the back a little bit and then put a long ball forward. That one drops to Mulcahy in midfield, and that's a great tackle by Paul Moffat. But it was judged to be a foul by the referee, and that's going to be free into Bows in a very dangerous position. So that's a yellow card for Graham Gartland for talking to the referee. So it's going to be free into Bows in a very, it's quite a central position, maybe about 30, 35 yards out from goal. There's Mulcahy, Dan Mahon, and I think Sean Stewart standing around it. It's Mahon who's positioned the ball though. It's either going to be himself or Stewart. It looks like it is going to be Stewart to hit this. Man makes a run into the box. And oh! And that was a big, big chance from Bowes. The free kick came in. Janssen made the save initially. There was two Bowes players coming in, and between the two of them, they contrived to put the ball over the bar. So big let off for Rovers there. Really big let off. Janssen did well enough, but he just couldn't hold. It was a well-struck free kick. He couldn't hold on to it. And the Bowes players reacted quickly, but couldn't turn it in on goal. So big let off there for Rovers. If Bowes had got one there, you would have thought maybe that was game, set and match. But there we are for the first period of extra time over. So it's still Shamrock Rovers 1, Bohemians 1. Of course, Rovers down to 10 men with North Forrester sent off. So another 15 minutes and possibly penalties to come. So, a bit of running repairs on Larkin Shannon there. Looks out on his feet at the moment, but he's had a great game. He's worked tirelessly, particularly since Rovers have been down to the 10 men. So, we're off here now. And the ball comes to Sean Gannon, who does well to knock it to Larkin Shannon. Knocks it to Dean Ebb, whose first touch is excellent, and he holds up really well and lays it off for Larkin Shannon. Larkin comes inside, comes back to Sean, and into the feet. Dean Ebb does well and comes back to Gannon, forced back to his keeper, who can just knock it here to Graham Gartland, who's got a bit of space in front of him to push into now. Strides forward and finds Aaron Green on the far side. So Aaron Green with a chance to run at Barker, and he's driven wide right down into the corner. It's good work by Barker to force him out there. He's got Mahon helping him over there, but Aaron Green manages to force the throw in, which he leaves to Jack Memory to take. Memory goes short to Aaron Green. Aaron Green turns. He has a chance, but as Memory looked across it, it was well blocked down by Dan Mahon. So Memory again with the throw in, finds Aaron Green, who's in a bit of space, and a decent ball in. Dean Ebb gets a header on that. It's come to the back post, it's cleared, but it'll only come as far as Stevie O'Donnell, who takes a touch, and he puts Gannon under pressure, but O'Connor's sliding tackle can only put the ball out for the throw in. So Gannon's throw in finds Dean Ebbett, and it's Larkin Shannon now who's a chance to run. Finds Paul Moffat. O'Donnell finds Larkin Shannon. Larkin Shannon out here to Sean Dixon. To Sean Gannon. Oh, and that was a good. The ball was played into the feet of Ebbett, who knocked it back to Moffat, who was waiting about 25 yards out. He hit it crisply on the volley, but it just straight into the arms of Andy McNulty's better by Rovers. Good work by Sean Gannon down this side as the clearance is. It's won by Gartland, but it only goes out to Dixon. Here's a chance to put the ball in. It comes back off Paul Moffat, and it's going to be a corner here for Bowes, which Dixon will take from that side. Rovers leaving no one up front. Bowes leaving two at the back. As Barker comes short looking for this one. Pulls the man out. Pulls two men out here now. And Barker drops the shoulder and he's into the box here. Looks to get one across, but it was Moffat again with the foot in. And he just turns it away for another Bowes corner. So when they have the they're looking to maybe with the extra man advantage, they can basically try pull people out of the box by taking that shot, and they're going to try do it again. But O'Donnell's across to cover that. So Bucky's going to put a high one in towards the back post. It's over everyone's head, but Stewart comes and retrieves that, and the ball was played back in by Harney, but it eluded everyone and it's gone out for a Rovers goal kick. Jeez, I'm getting hoarse here. It's hard work, this. So McNulty, Ebbett's header goes back to Harney. Harney looks to get it out to Barker, but he's overhit the pass and it's gone out for a Rovers throw in on the far side. Memory. He was taking this from about 20 yards back from where they should have been, but the referee tells him to push it forward. Moffat finds Memory back in here to Moffat. Moffat turns away. He's under pressure from Dixon, but can find Aaron Green. Aaron Green looks to get back into him, and as he looked to get away from Barretto, his touch will just go through to McNulty. And a chance for Bowes maybe again to try build something from the back. McNulty goes short to Paddy Seary. Seary comes across here to Harney. Harney will go long, looking for the run of Stewart. His header will find O'Connor. O'Connor under pressure by two Rovers players. Good work by O'Connor to come away from that under pressure from two Rovers players. And he still managed to hang on to possession and get it back here to McCabe. McCabe comes in to Dixon. Dixon gets it out to Barker on the far side. Barker steps on and comes back inside here to... but a chance here now for Bowes with the extra man. It was a shot there by McCabe. That was blocked down by Sean Gannon. And he was forced to clear at the second attempt. And it's out for a Bowes throw in, which McCabe will take. He goes back here to Neil Harney, under pressure from Ebb. Goes inside to Seary. And Seary goes across to Barker, who comes back inside under pressure from Moffat. And goes back to Seary, who has Harney out here. Dean Ebb working tirelessly to try close that down. But that's a great ball in there by Harney into the feet of Dixon. And he plays a ball to McCabe, which McCabe hits, and Oscar Jansen's able to come and collect. So really kind of Rovers forward still working so hard to try close down that space, particularly Ebb and Larkin Shannon, who both look out on their feet, but Jansen wasted a little bit of time here. No one's going to come close it down. He goes looking for Ebb. It's over everyone's head. Seary has to deal with that. His clearance will only go out for a Rovers throw in right on the halfway line here. And it's Sean Gannon across to take this. Needs a bit of movement up in front of him. Nah. So he looks for Dean Ebbett, but the header inside finds Mulcahy. Mulcahy knocks one over his head. Control on the chest by Gartland, and Gartland looks to play one forward. Oh, but an important header there by Paddy Seary to get it back to his keeper, because Dean Ebbo was lurking. He gets it out here to Harney. Harney plays a long ball looking for Stewart, but he's overhit it, and it's going to be out for another Rovers throw in. So it's Sean Gannon with this throw in now, halfway inside the Rovers half. Both teams looking really, even though both have the extra man, they look equally as tired, and that clearance by Paddy Seary says it all. What happened there? So the throw in is cleared there by Barretto for another Rovers throw in. So Rovers kind of playing for territory here as Sean Gannon comes across to take this again. Finds Lorcan Shannon. But a third pass, and it's O'Connor now looking to turn away from Brannigan. Oh, well done, Brannigan. Gets a foot in, gets it back to Garland. It's a really good tackle by Donald Brannigan. And it's back here now with Oscar Janssen. This side. Janssen now will go looking for Aaron Green. Aaron Green flicks it on, but it's well read by Harney. And a good turn, but Aaron Green's able to get back and win that. And he's held up. Plays a ball down the line for, and once again Harney with an important header to get it back to Seary, because Dina was lurking. But a chance for Bowes to break now with Barker. Barker under pressure from Moffat. Goes out to Stewart on the far side. Back in here to Dixon. Dixon gets a ball across, and it pops up, and it's cleared by Jack Memory, but only as far as McCabe, who was a bit of space to bring the ball forward. It struggles to get it under control, but finds Stewart, who gets it on for McCabe, and it's once again it's midfielder Moffat who's coming back. Sorry, it was Donald Brannigan coming back in, who was able to clear. So it's a corner here at the Bows, as Paddy Seary comes forward. It's going to be Dixon to take the corner. And McCabe might come short looking for this, and he has. And Rovers are a little bit asleep there. It's Dixon with a chance to whip one now, but it's poor. Oh, no. Oh! Sean Gannon, was it? Gannon. And a bit of a mix-up with the Rovers. The ball looked like if it was going to squirm its way through there, but Sean Gannon was there to clear it off the line. Another let off for Rovers. That once again came from the quick corner that Rovers weren't awake to. But it's going to be Harney now to take this long throw in. Beats everyone who comes off a Rovers player's head, but ends up in the arms of Oscar Janssen. So another big let off there for Rovers. Really good defending by Sean Gannon. Did the right thing, saw what was happening, came in and covered behind his goalkeeper, and was there to clear it off the line. So Oscar Janssen going to look to wait just another couple of seconds. Plays one forward. Dean Abbott comes in here to Paul Moffat. Chance for Moffat. Hits one. Dean Moffat. Oh, and a great save by Andy McNulty in the Bows goal. The ball broke to Moffat in midfield. He took a touch, took it inside, hit one on his right. It was a little bit close to McNulty, but he forced McNulty to make the save, and he did it really, really well. As Harney just knocks the ball back in now to Seary, who's going to look to come forward, looking for the option in front of him. Finds it in Barretto, but good work. And Barker forced backwards, and it's out for a Rovers throw in. The corner of Bowes it is. It's Barretto here who goes back to Barker. Barker all the way back here to Seary. Seary with a really tired touch. Kind of lazily gets it across here to Harney, who comes out to McCabe. McCabe plays a long ball in, but it's going to come straight through to Oscar Janssen. So I said, even though Rovers down to 10 men, both look as out on their feet as the Rovers team do. And Oscar Janssen happy to waste just another couple of seconds waiting for the Bows player to come to him. Plays him down towards Aaron Green. Aaron Green flicks it on. Dean Evans in there! Oh, but a really important touch there by Harney just to get it away from Dean Ebba. It looked like he was through there. But Rovers still have a chance here now with Harney gets it down the line for Stewart. Stewart looks to step inside. O'Donnell has done well. Sean Gannon's header. Moffat gets in and wins that and finds Larkin Shannon. Larkin gets it back in here to Moffat. Moffat plays one down the line for Dean Ebba, but Dean Ebba out on his feet. So, the clearance. Give it to him! Give it to him! Oh! I don't think. There was just a moment there where Dean Ebba was on his own if Larkin Shannon had taken the free kick, taking the throw in quickly. But instead, it's Gannon to Shannon. Sorry, and back here to Gannon to Donald Brannigan. And that was a heavy challenge by the referee! And that was a really late challenge by Dixon on Donald Brannigan. And I think the fourth official saw that. And I think Dixon's going to get a yellow card here for the late challenge on Brannigan. So Larkin makes his way back to his feet. So that's where one. And Dean Evans through here now. Oh, but just didn't have the legs to get him through there. And McNulty's able to come and collect it. And the ball forward by Harney is well run by Brannigan. And Brannigan can hopefully see that out, but takes no chances and clears it out. So it's going to be a throw in here to Bowes right down near the corner flag. And it's going to be Neil Harney to take it. So Harney with the throw in. Cleared by Stevie O'Donnell, who's done really well, but it just comes back out here to Harney, who's going to look to get it back in. It comes off the back of Sean Gannon and out for a corner. So another chance now for Bowes to get the ball into the box. They've left two players out there. So it's going to be Dixon to take this. And it's a good ball in by Dixon. Oscar Janssen gets a punch on it, but it came to O'Connor at the back post, but O'Connor could only blaze over the bar. So you have to think that that's going to be maybe all she wrote of extra time, and we're going to be going into penalties. So Oscar Janssen will try to waste a few seconds here, I'd say. And it looks like we are going to be going to penalties here. And that's it. An absolutely excellent 120 minutes of football. Has finished 1-1. Rovers, of course, finished the game with 10 men. But both teams absolutely looked out on their feet in that last period of extra time. So it's going to be penalties. shit. So here we go with penalties. I think we're gonna toss to see who goes first and what end they're going to be taken into. It's hard to know who has the advantage here. Two very, very young teams out there. Rovers obviously with that little bit more experience with Stephen O'Donnell, Aaron Green. I'm sure Graham Gartland.
The corner flags are gone from down there, so.
So the penalties are going to be going into the square end, and it looks like it's going to be Rovers to shoot first with Stevie O'Donnell. So it's going to be Stephen O'Donnell to take the first penalty against Andy McNulty down at the square end. As